mentioned dirt, and it reminded me of one time when I was disgusted or maybe frustrated when I had just gotten out of college and a hard time finding work, and I said all these things related to dirt, where you can't buy food with dirt, you can't pay rent with dirt, you can't eat dirt. Well, you can try, but it doesn't taste that good. You need money, and that means most people have to get a job and work for it. I still feel that way about looking for work. I hate interviews, so I usually stick with a job for a while because then I don't have to interview. Alright, now for the regularly scheduled jokes. Just had a birthday, and every birthday I'm reminded of how it's the American way, about it's a perfect opportunity to advertise. Because I have all these different loyalty programs, and then I count up every year how many of them give me birthday offers. And this year it was 5, just like last year, or at least this time I discovered one because I did my own research. Usually they just email me and say, hey, it's your birthday, you got this free thing, and it's just an incentive to come spend more money with us, come more often. But hey, why not? Even if it's only once a year or barely more than that, I'm willing to do it. I mean, there's Caribou Coffee, there's IKEA, there's Jersey Mike's sandwiches. Love Jersey Mike's sandwiches. We all know about that. And then 2 movie theater chains offering me popcorn. Now, that was the difference, though, because one of them emailed me and say, hey, you got free popcorn, but the other one didn't. And I was just curious about that. It's like, all right, is that offer with them? Yeah, I just had to go into my account and yeah, it was there, and you got a month to use it, so it's like, all right, find some movies to watch then. And of course, being the nerdy, stodgy academic, a good chance that means biographies and documentaries, but you already knew that about me. It was a pretty busy weekend for me, but I prefer that over just lounging at home. I can't do that, just watch movies and TV on a day off. I don't feel productive enough. So part of what I did was 2 meetup events. Sometimes I think I go there for the same reason why some people stay on Facebook. I heard a comic friend say that before. Because I got jokes to write. Sometimes I like meeting people there, but some of those people I'm fine with just us going our separate ways and barely knowing each other. Because the first event I went to was a microbrewery I hadn't been to before, and I kept thinking to myself, listening to this dude talk, dude, you're full of shit. And it's probably good I didn't actually say that to him. Why was he full of shit? Well, he was trying to say that Wells Fargo is based in North Dakota. No, idiot, it's based in San Francisco. That's the indictment of the American education system. There's no excuse for ignorance in this day and age, people. You can go online and Google it. In fact, I Googled it to confirm it that they were based in California. It's like, wow. Oh, and the other reason why he was full of shit. He spoke about renting an apartment and having a roommate, but he doesn't like flushing money down the toilet every month. Then don't! Then buy a home instead of renting. Duh! But it didn't end there. I did another meetup event, and there were some annoying or weird people at that one as well. There was one dude that spoke about restaurants serving quote-unquote counterfeit fish. And it's like, how do you know they're counterfeit? Do you hold them up to the light and see if there's a watermark? I don't know. But it got even worse after that because he spoke about going to parties and pranking people by drawing a spider with a magic marker on the toilet paper. It's like, thanks for the warning, dude. We can't be friends. And then there was one lady there that spoke about her line of work and called herself an office bitch. And it's like, obviously you hate your job if that's what you call yourself. I figured you'd use something better to describe what you do. But nope. And then another attendee noticed she had a piercing looking at her mouth that was just under her lower lip, and was asked if that was painful, and she said, well, there was another one in her lady parts that was more painful. It's like, well, she did say she was an open book, but I didn't think she was that open on revealing that. It's like, okay. I guess it was your money on doing that. I'd already noticed her tats, but it's like, well, I guess she has piercings too in other places. Ugh. But I ended up finding out that listening to her now, well, we had enough philosophies in common about don't waste anything. We were from a working class family, so it's like, well, who knows if I'll see some of these people again. Wouldn't count on it though. Ugh. Well, I'm a bank employee, so many of you know me that I do tales from the bank, like tales from the crypt. Yeah, this week there was a snowstorm, and that meant I still had to go into the office and work, but it's no big deal, especially now when I just have to take the light rail most of the way. But it was also a week of a tech showed up to work on a machine, but it got postponed a day because of the snow. And now we have cascading hoppers on our inserter machine. It's like, well, I just fine without them. So it's like, okay, it was at the behest of my boss. So it's like, I don't pay the bills, somebody else does. If you're going to show up because my boss wants it, got no problem with that. Here's the machine, do what you need to do. Oh, and the part about light rail, that can be entertaining. I should have known that it was going to be. But I actually saw something for the first time this week with light rail. I didn't think I would see it all. People try to block open doors all the time with their bodies, and that works. Somebody tried to block it open with an empty grocery bag. That didn't work. The train kept moving. And then at the next stop, somebody took the bag out when the door opened and just left it on a bench. And it's like, yeah, I guess that's really all you can do because the guy didn't move with his bag. Well, that'll do it for me. Thank you all, been great.